got off a call, writing some notes and I have another call right now, so let me get on that. I wanted to make me a sandwich for lunch, right? Cause I'm on my lunch break and I don't got no sandwich meat. I got the bread, I just ain't got no, oh. I have peanut butter and jelly though, that's what I'm about to make. Peanut butter and jelly. Show y'all how to make a gourmet peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All right, this is about to be the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich you probably ever made in your life. Just follow these directions. What you want to do is you want to get your bread out. I usually put the peanut butter on first. You can't just put too little and you can't put too less. You gotta put the perfect amount of peanut butter on it. You can't forget them corners right there. You gotta get them corners right there. I remember I left some peanut butter in the jelly, and I opened it up, and the jelly looked moldy. And I was like, oh shit. Was that the peanut butter or was the jelly just old? I don't know. I'm about to put a drizzle of honey. Actually, how old is this honey? Best used by May 3rd, 20. Okay, I got a little while to use it. Right. So right now, I'm fortunate enough, you know, to continue to be working from home. And usually I'm working at my desk in my room, but as you can see right here, I'm working out here right now. But usually I work from in my room over here, but it's all messy. I hope y'all are doing well during this. I know some people are getting laid off from work and it's a lot going on. Who would have think we would be in a pandemic in 2020? Just hang in there, hang in there. We're all gonna get through it. We're all gonna get through this. We're all gonna live through it. Stay prayed up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat for dinner. I think I'm gonna order something. Well, I don't know. The way this Rona set up, I have some stuff to cook in here. I don't know if I should be saving it or should I don't know. So I'm trying to play Call of Duty, right? Like, why Call of Duty take up so much damn space? They ain't taking up like 180 something gigs on my PS4. I need to do an update. I can't even do the update because I don't have enough space. So now I can't even play Call of Duty online because I can't update the damn thing. I could play 2K. Y'all, I just started back playing games because of this quarantine. I ain't been able to play games in a long time. Alright guys, you guys asked a good bit of questions on Instagram. Coming up first, how are you adjusting mentally to this new norm? Honestly, it's been a breeze, but not really. I work from home majority of the time anyway, about 70-80%. So the whole working from home thing is not new to me, but just not being able to go into the office when I want to, or go to a coffee shop and work, or just work somewhere remote like Charlotte or something like that, that is weird and different. Being able to socialize, not being able to go see my friends, go out, get some drinks, go get something to eat, sit down, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff is weird and different. So adjusting have been difficult in that aspect, but as far as like work and day to day, it's pretty much the same. For me, I'm just finding myself doing things that I haven't been able to do. And if y'all have a PS4, you wanna hop on Call of Duty 2K Grand Theft Auto, my PSN is Mr. Dapper _ I think. I have to double check, but I'll leave it in the description below. What's your secret on creating your new YouTube intro? It's no secret. Final Cut Pro, that's what I use. Like with my new intro, the flashing of it coming in and expanding, that is a template that I got from Motion VFX is what I think it's called. But the VCR effect, I added that. The transition of it coming in like an old TV, I added that. And then the static, I added that. And of course me in the background kind of floating around in the words and stuff, like I added that. Somebody said, what is your biggest pet peeve? Time value. I hate when people are late. I hate when I'm investing my time. If I invest my time into somebody and they take it for granted, or you know, they don't truly see the value of time value, then That's my biggest pet peeve. Like literally me spending time to communicate with somebody, or spending time to help somebody, or spending time to like anything, cook, clean, you spending time, and that's time that you could be using going towards something else. So time value. 2 things you've learned about yourself since being quarantined. 2 things I've learned is I haven't been really dedicating a lot of time to myself. But once this quarantine actually started, I started to dedicate more time to myself. You know, I've been creating content, I've been working, I've been helping people out, you know what I'm saying, photography, doing all kind of stuff, but I haven't really taken time for myself. And during this quarantine, I've legit been able to take time for myself. Do you believe in long distance? If it's relationships, I think it could work, but it really had to be trust involved. If she ain't down to come down here to visit just randomly here and there, then I don't think long distance will work. Somebody said, are you an ass man or titties? Oh man, I don't want to lie to y'all, you know, I don't want to lie. I like a nice slim waist with a nice ass. That's what I like. But it don't have to be big, but it don't, like, just a little poke out, just a little, got a little jiggle, something I can grab. Not really a titty type of guy. I mean, it is what it is. You got them, you got them. If you don't, you don't. But I say, what motivates you? What motivates me is my family, man. My mom, my sister, you know. Everything I do, I'm trying to do, you know, to help them out later on in life. That's why I go so hard on YouTube, go so hard with my regular job. You know, it's bigger than me. It's like, what can I do to impact my family and my next generation to come? So that's what really motivates me. What are some goals you have planned to reach this year? Well, I plan to reach 50,000 subscribers, but at the rate that it's going now, it might not happen. It might can get there, but ever since I like switched content from NPHC, views not there, subscribers not there. I want to start a podcast, so that's on the books. I'm trying to get that ready. Another goal of mine is to invest more. Trying to invest into some companies, into some stock. What else? What's another goal of mine? How did you help create one of the strongest Sigma chapters in South Carolina? I always admired y'all, Frat. What happened was, you know, when I went to University of South Carolina, the Sigmas just came back from like a 6-year suspension. And my roommate at the time and one of my best friends that I went to high school with, he was interested in the fraternity too. And I was like, yo, I think we have enough swag. I think we have enough juice. I think we have enough, you know, creativity to really make an impact in this organization, this chapter. And, you know, we showed interest, got in. We just stayed ourselves. We did not switch up. We didn't change. We just stayed ourselves. So, us being authentic and genuine really helped us, you know, develop as a chapter. Guys saw that and wanted to be a part of that. And, you know, our chapter really kind of thrived based on, you know, being a clean cut chapter, doing things right, doing things, you know, the way it's supposed to be done in a fraternity. So I think that's what really made our chapter do well. But, you know, I'm hoping that, you know, those guys can keep up that, and, you know, we're always here to help if we can. But thank you so much. What do you look for in a woman? Ambition, confidence, positivity, energy, and just laid back. Like I don't like women that is so stressed out about the next moves in their lives. Like if we're meant to be, we're meant to be. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you can't really plan your life because it's already written. So you just gotta focus on finding a good person for you, but that's not too strategic in the way they trying to move in a relationship. They just go with the flow. They don't hassle about anything. They like to have fun. Y'all could go out, eat, go to the park, have fun. Like that's the type of women that I like. Also, of course, attractive. Gotta be attractive. You know, I like shorter girls, so you know I'm 5'10", preferably shorter than me. You know, just overall positive. Not be afraid to text first. Not be afraid to send something motivational, because you know we are black kings out here. Black men are kings, you know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of times we don't talk about struggles that we're going through. So really, you know, finding a woman that can dig deep into you and really show that she cares, ask you about your day, ask you how you doing, like really be sincere in the way she move with you. So That's what I'm looking for in a woman. How do you find a good mentor? You just gotta find somebody you look up to. If you look up to them and you express why you look up to them and how, you feel like they can be or they can impact your life, then I feel like you're good to go. I mean, most people won't turn down a mentorship. What was some of your biggest accomplishments in life? I would say starting off in college. All of my accomplishments started in college. So getting into college for one. Once I got into college, of course, got into a fraternity that I always wanted to join. After that, I was able to be a part of the internship program at Walt Disney World. Did that right after I graduated. Then eventually I became, probably like 5 or 6 months after that, I became assistant director of rooms and operations at a hotel at a very young age. So that was an accomplishment. Started the YouTube channel, and I feel like this is an accomplishment. Got selected by YouTube to be a creator up next, which only 12 creators got selected for that. So that's an accomplishment. Where I'm working at, that's an accomplishment. The corporate world is no joke, and not many black guys is in the corporate world. So that's pretty cool to be able to represent. So yeah, I think there's been a lot of accomplishments in my life. What's your biggest lesson learned? My biggest lesson learned is watch out who you trust, man. Watch out who you trust in your life. People will come in and they have these different motives. Really dig deep to figure out if someone is in your life for the good reasons, or if someone's in your life just for convenience. Like, trust, like really dig deep to build that trust and that honesty, because once it's breached, it's hard to gain that back. If you had the chance to meet one person, dead or alive, who would it be and why? If I had one person to meet alive, I really want to meet Will Smith. I'm a big Will Smith fan. I'm saying his motivation, how he came up, the way he act, the way I think is pretty commendable. Advice for freshmen that want to pledge. Honestly, just do your research, go to as many events as you can, get to know the members, understand why you want to join, and just be you. Don't try to conform and switch into what the organization is or what you think they want you to be. Just be you. Make good grades, get those community service hours in, and get involved on campus. That's the most you can do as a freshman. Be the best person you can be. What's something this year has taught you thus far? This year has been hectic with the whole pandemic. We out with Rona out here throwing ass. I don't know, like this year have taught me a lot of expect the unknown and be ready to rock with the unknown. Like, this whole pandemic thing is the unknown. Kobe Bryant dying is the unknown. Like, you have to be able to expect the unknown, but also be able to bounce back and understand that these times aren't forever. Of course, not to take things for granted. Like, just us staying inside, bro. Just us staying inside and not being able to do nothing. Like, taking for granted just walking outside to be able to go to the grocery store and not worry about nothing, not have to wear a mask, go out with your boys, go to the bar and do whatever you want on a good night, feel good outside. Just taking all that for granted. So not taking things for granted. That's what I definitely learned this year. What's something you are going to make sure you teach your children if you want any? Respect. I'm going to make sure I teach my children respect. What is your favorite thing about your career? Just being able to make an impact, helping college students, get an internship or get that next role or that first role, good paying role, really sits well with me. What is the best way to build a strong platform for a step team that's beginning to use YouTube? The best way is just quality. The steps are crisp, make sure the outfits are crisp, make sure it's authentic, and then also making sure you build your step team's brand into the channel. Whatever y'all abide by, make sure that's in the channel. Whatever colors y'all wear, make sure that's in the channel. Like, make sure it's cohesive. And I think that's the best way to start. Did you get more girls after crossing, and did people want to be your friend when they knew you were Greek? People is always going to want to be your friend when you're Greek, especially in undergrad, because for one, most likely y'all having parties and all this, and they want to be able to get in for free or a discount, so they try to get to know you a little bit, and you're in the limelight a little bit. So a lot of people try to, be your friend just because of that. As far as get more girls will look at you. I wouldn't say you will get more girls, but more girls will be interested in getting to know you. especially if you already had the swag, you already had dapperness, if you already had something going for yourself, then yeah, it will enhance you, and you know, girls will be interested in you a little bit more. Now, getting more girls, that's just up to you, player. Did you experience any hazing during your intake process, or have you heard about it recently through any MPAC organizations? MPAC organizations are supposed to be non-hazing organizations, but of course organizations still try to do some of those things. I can't say hazing is 100% dead, but I can't say it's 100% ongoing. It's a short lease on our MPAC organizations, and nobody's trying to be that organization, that chapter, to risk it all, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times these days you're not going to witness hazing, and especially like how it was back in the day. Are you single? I'm trying to be like how B. Simone did the baby. I want to manifest you into my life. No, but for real. Yes, I am single. That's the answer to your question. What made you start a YouTube, and how did you grow your channel? What made me start a YouTube was, you know, MPAC organizations. There wasn't much MPAC advice and information out there. And not in the sense of telling secrets, but just to go about how to be the best possible person you can be to be marketable to these organizations. So that's what I did. I was like, hey, I'm gonna make a channel to help people, you know, who want to get into a fraternity or sorority, Black Greek letter organization, be marketable. Not telling any secrets. I was a first generation college student. I didn't know anything about Greek life before I actually, you know, started. So it's coming from, you know, all my advice came from first generation college student perspective. What did I wish I knew? What are the things that I tripped up on? How are ways that you could be more marketable on campus? So that's how I started. And then recently I made the switch into going into more just lifestyle vlogs, fashion, stuff like that, just because I think I have a bunch of MPAC topics out there. But coming up, I will have MPAC videos dropping on my Patreon account. So if you're interested in MPAC organization videos on my Patreon account, I'll have more authentic videos about MPAC organizations and advice on there, which is $1 a month, which is $12 a year. I know you got it. Let's see. I think that was the last question. Yeah, that was the last question, guys. That was it. Quick, easy to the point.
Nice guy with a cold shoulder. You be cool, but I don't know you. Wrote a flower and I'm off the potion. Give me superpowers that I won't stop to the bank roll on supermassive. Big bank for the space chatter. Way up in the squad NASA. Copperfield with the dark magic. Subtle flex when I run a race. Tell these rap buddies eat my dust. Lil Batty.